Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. I don't know what you'd call that, a bunch of stacked frames or cubes. Pretty easy to draw. Instead of using the square or the rectangle tool, we're going to use the polygon tool set on four-sided and not holding down the control button to see you can get like that diamond shape. So we're going to make it about that size, and then we're going to set our nudge factor on 1/2 inch, and we're going to hit the plus key and make that shape right there. Now I'm going to take a 2-point line and go from that node to that node, from that node to that. I don't know if I got it on the node. And then from this node to this node. And then I want to delete the lines you should not be able to see if it was solid. You shouldn't be able to see that line or that line or that line. Now we're going to get the Smart Fill tool. And let's go with a light gray and put it on top. That might be a little bit too dark. And then let's get a darker gray to put on the side. And you could play around with this and do any colors you want. So that already looks like a sheet of something. I'm going to left click no fill, and I'm going to control D and make it. I didn't mean to do that. Let me back up here. Get away our outline. I'm going to control G to group it, control D to duplicate it, and I'm going to move it down. You know what? I'm going to move them up this time because that way I don't have to keep putting them in the back of the page. So then control D and move it up. Control D and move it up. Control D, and you can have as many of these as you wanted. Now, because those are groups, we need to keep the top one. Well, we can take the second one and delete it, third one and delete it, fourth one and delete it. Well, I should have had one more. Then it would have had 5 tier. So that's basically half the work. I'm going to change my nudge factor now to like to 2 inches. And I'm going to make a duplicate of that and move it up. Now I'm going to left click, right click, and I'm going to refill this in. I don't care what color right now, and I'm going to nudge it over. And then I'm going to left click, right click. I'm going to go up to effects and contour, maybe a little bit more. Let's contour 1 inch. That's what we want. Now, we can do it now or we can do it later. Let's just do it now. And what we're going to have to do is break the contour apart. Go up to object, break contour apart. So now we can get this back over there. And now I can smart fill that edge back in. So I'm going to get, and if you don't remember what gray you used, I know we use that on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, but I don't know what I used on the top. So I'm going to get the eyedropper tool and take a sample of the top, and then I'm going to put it in the top. Now on this other part, I'm going to take you know what I'm going to do is take away all the lineage too right now. So I'm going to right click, no outline, because I'm going to use these lines I'm going to draw right now. And I'm going to take a 2-point line and hold it down and just go down as far as I want to go. And then because after a while, it's not going to, well, it will matter. Now I'm going to take a 2-point line and go off that line. And I don't have to be perfect, but I want it kind of in that same angle to make it look like a corner. If you were doing this for real, you might want to do it for real. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take away the outline for a second, or the fill, add an outline, because I'm going to delete these lines that I drew over the line because I don't want them in the way. Now I can take my Smart Fill tool back and still set on that same color. I'm going to use these 2 colors here, but I'm going to put a very black in the middle, like it's down there. Now I'm going to take this one, and I'm going to use the interactive fill tool, and I'm going to come downwardly, but I'm going to put black so it makes it look like it's going down in that hole. And at this time, you can adjust that and do whatever you want to with it, and then do the same over here. taking a black and see it's a little bit darker, so lighten it up. Now I do want the lines of this, so I'm going to select this and right click outline because I do want the line. Now I can select all this and nudge it back. Well, I'm going to have to change it to 1 inch or a half an inch. I think I grouped this together. No, I did not. So let me just back up here. You remember we changed the Control G to group it. And I'm going to, since we did 2, I can do a half and it will finally get there. And there you have it. Maybe put a black box around it, kind of make it stand out a little bit. And you could make as many of those as you wanted. I mean, you could still add to the bottom one. Control D and make a duplicate. But at this time, you're going to have to go to Object, Order, Back a Page. And see, now we have a completely new one. Control D and make another one. Well, I made another one of that. Move that down, but see how it's in front? So I'm going to go to Object, Order, Back a Page. Well, maybe you know what? I think I didn't get the whole thing. There we go. See, I made another one, but I need to go to Object. And I probably should have moved it down one more time. So you could have as many as those you wanted. And I'm not going to go there, but you could actually add some interactive fill tool to these just to make them look like there's a little bit of a shadow. Anyway, a little fun project. Hope that helped and gave you an idea, and thank you for watching.